Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, February 19, 2024. We are entering a mutable significant ascendant season now. Just mere days ago, we were thick in a fellow sign season, but now we are moving onward into water. Welcome to Pisces season. This is a lovely period of the year, as we are able to reflect on everything we've built in the last 12 months. Pisces is the last zodiac sign on the wheel, meaning it is the last season prior to the spring equinox. This is a fabulous time to turn within, reflect, and find stillness. Trust the flow of the universe and surrender to your spirit. If you do so, you'll enjoy the weeks ahead tremendously. Do not let your emotions rule over your wallet. Pay attention to how your emotional cues and triggers impact your finances when the moon enters its domicile. The domicile moon may cause you to feel strongly about an expense, so you may have to keep an eye on your spending. Strong feelings will continue since the sun will also enter Pisces later on. Luckily, season could be professionally advantageous for you since the solar will call attention to your career, legacy, and status. Use this astrological period wisely to make exceptional progress. In a case of perfect timing, it is just minutes before the sun's return to your career sector today that the moon will return to your income sector. Returning within the space of an hour, this will see the moon's lucrative sense of direction kick in just as the sun is about to turn the solar onto your career and professional situation, matters and options. The moon is only here for a few days, but this can lock in a sense of where the money is from the start. Flexibility is important for you. There may be a correlation between what you do for your body and what you are able to do in relationships. If you ignore what you need to do for your body, you may ignore what you ought to be doing in your relationships to boot. You are quite capable of changing things for the better and coming out on top. Start the process by removing the greasy favorites from your diet and cutting back on caffeine intake. And do drink more water. Don't be surprised if you have the opportunity to let a close friend know how you feel about them today. The essence of this day centers on mutually beneficial relationships, and with your expressive nature, you're certain to show your appreciation in a unique way. Taking the time to let the special people in your life know how important they are to you serves to bring joy to everyone. The more you give out, the more comes back to you. A day before the sun is due to return to your career sector to begin some of the most active months of this professional year, the focus is firmly on the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence. Just as Venus is spending her first full day in an adventurous part of your chart and the sun is last, Mars has reached his first weekend here while Mercury has reached his last. As the Sun and Mercury prepare to leave, their replacement crew has arrived, one that will ensure that even when this new professional year begins to open up, life won't become all work and no play. The moon is not only in Gemini during Venus, the planet of love's first full day in an adventurous part of your chart, but forms a friendly aspect to the South Node in your romantic sector today. There is already a strong partnership between the South Node and the planets already in an adventurous part of your chart, giving Venus' mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together a boost from the start. Our eyes in the sky. Today's atmosphere is ideal for embracing a leisurely mindset, allowing your thoughts to wander to distant realms. Amidst the prevailing confusion, it's advisable to steer clear of intense conversations or immersing yourself in crucial tasks. The onset of Pisces season tonight signals a welcomed break from the overthinking that many of us have been entangled in. During the next 4 weeks, the focus shifts from rule-breaking and assertiveness to a heightened interest in art, magic, and a profound connection with the beauty of the universe. Confronted by a growing number of unexpected and challenging events, your initial instinct might be to attribute blame to others, even though they may not always be at fault. Sometimes, the responsibility lies with you. It's crucial to maintain composure and a relaxed attitude, viewing difficulties as valuable opportunities to implement fresh approaches to problem solving. Rediscover your inner calmness and project a stronger demeanor. Instead of being overly disappointed with the outcomes, recognize that significant progress may be elusive. Resist the urge to lay blame on others if things don't unfold as planned. Managing unrealistic expectations is key to avoiding disappointment. Persevere and seize the available opportunities with a measured and gentle approach. Your desire for a perfect scenario to address outstanding financial matters is understandable. However, exercising caution with money remains paramount. Your instincts for making sensible investment choices are commendable, and the advice you receive holds more weight than usual. Even substantial purchases like a car or a house don't intimidate you. While Venus has exited your career sector, marking the end of the push to kickstart the professional year, the momentum and partnerships forged between planets on the income, work, and career fronts remain intact. The driving force now shifts to the planets in your income sector, offering the most significant forward momentum in your current trajectory. As the day unfolds, your focus may shift towards your professional responsibilities, just moments before the sun bids farewell to your work sector. Simultaneously, the moon concludes its monthly visit to your career sector, providing insights into the income potential that accompanies the ongoing momentum on the job front. The influence of both celestial bodies doesn't end here, as they leave behind planets that will sustain and propel the existing momentum. Your inherent drive can be a powerful force, often allowing you to achieve your goals with little regard for the well-being of those dependent on you. However, be mindful that your energy and enthusiasm might sometimes come across as arrogance and aggression. It is imperative to cultivate a more cooperative approach, steering clear of unnecessary confrontations and disputes. Extend a helping hand to those in need, fostering a supportive environment. Changes in circumstances may present challenges, making your objectives seemingly more difficult to attain. Resist despondency and don't let setbacks dampen your spirits. Instead, carefully assess the situation. What appears to be a setback can be overcome with strategic action, often not as dire as initially perceived. Setbacks can, in fact, pave the way for resolving lingering issues and ultimately lead to a more favorable outcome. Reflecting on the past, it was during the sun's presence in your income sector last year that Saturn made its return. Now, a year later, as the sun re-emerges, it brings with it the culmination of everything established since Saturn's return. This serves as a robust starting point as the solar spotlight shifts to your income situation. The moon's recent return to your work sector, less than an hour earlier, augurs well for initiating positive developments in this arena. The convergence of these cosmic influences positions you to embark on this new phase from a position of strength and promise.